Okay, I'm not going to tell you what I wrote down. What is the first one that everyone asks us immediately?
Hello everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We haven't talked too much about it on this channel, but you might have heard little inklings.
Or you might have been awesome and followed us on Instagram.
That's true. We talk a lot about it on Instagram. We are going to be living full-time in a van starting in June. We have a Sprinter van that we have pretty much fully renovated.
And we get asked about it frequently. Jump into these frequently asked questions. Here's our best answer right now. Actually, this video, if you have suggestions on some of these, let us know, because where to park it is the hardest one to answer. It's the only one we don't feel like we have a good answer for. We're obviously thinking things like state parks, we'll park it in there.
Yeah.
Any free parking in the city. There's always Walmart or Cracker Barrel, places that have really good policies on helping people who are RVers. We're pretty comfortable just like cruising around and finding a spot. And so I think most of the time we're just gonna try to cruise around and find a spot.
And also, our van does not look like it's being lived in, like a lot of other vans.
That's a big deal too.
Or like an RV or whatever.
We'll be sneaky.
Yeah, so we look like a cargo van. So in theory, as long as we park where a cargo van would be, then
like behind a plumbing company, in their warehouse, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. The likely worst case scenario would be, you know, a cop knocks on our window and we ask where a good place to park would be. But we'll have to figure that one out a little more, and we are beyond open to suggestions on that one. That is one that we kind of sheepishly answer, just like we just did.
So we're going to have most likely a compost toilet, actually, in the van, which we're super excited about. We didn't think that we were going to.
We're excited about composting, period. That's another side note, is that when it comes to trash generated, we'd love to compost in the van. So if anyone knows how to, if that's possible, let us know. If it's not, let us know and we'll shut that conversation down. But we're also gonna compost our waste. And funny thing, this question prompted a change in build.
That's true.
So we were asked so many times that we thought about it so much that we had some extra room and decided to just put a toilet in there.
That's
so
true.
The original answer was, we don't know. That was our hardest one.
Mine was like, we'll go in gas stations, and everyone was like, sketch.
It's a lot of the gas station poops. For a while, we were actually planning on putting a shower in the van, which we decided against, and we decided for the toilet. Not that it's an either or, but just kind of how the cards fell.
Yeah.
We don't have propane anything in the van, so like hooking up propane, you know, everything like that would have been a little tougher. So we're leaving the option open to modify it later and add a shower like on the back. That you could open up the doors of the van and put a shower head in there for when you're in a national park. But our main plan, and this is a two-sided plan so that we can get in shape and stay clean, is to join, you know, Gold's Gym or something like that. Some national, I don't know, is it chain? Whatever the most national, the most chainy.
Also, a lot of our friends don't know this yet, but we will be parking in front of their house and using their shower, so. A lot of these questions that we're about to answer came from Olivia Vlogs. You, Olivia, just kind of inspired this whole video.
Olivia, let us know where you live and we'll come park in front of your house. Just kidding. Not really. What do your parents think, Aubrey?
My parents are down. My parents probably are very swayed by the fact that this means that we can be in the Pacific Northwest more often than before.
We love the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And my parents, they're gonna be, my mom especially, are gonna be living vicariously through us. Yeah. And proudly so. So we have very supportive parents. They're very excited for us. But our friends, they don't care. I think they're all excited for us and probably pretty.
They probably think we're a little cray.
Siblings are, I don't know, excited. And
we have a lot. So we have a lot of siblings. He has 5, I have 7.
And we're both the oldest.
And we're both,
So we have been gone a while, so they're probably excited because we get to come visit them.
We kind of talked about doing like 2 years, but I could see
2 years is our minimum, I think.
I could see us doing it longer for sure.
I actually think 2 years starting in 2018 is our minimum. Because I'm doing my master's starting at the beginning of 2018.
True.
And part of this is that Aubrey's about to finish her bachelor's.
Woo!
And I'm going to start my master's February probably of 2018. So 2 years after that, I will be a wiser man and we might settle down.
So this is like kind of random, but I'm super excited about your MBA and what you're doing and everything. So can you talk about it?
Sure. Yeah. Actually, this is kind of cool. So The MBA was in part inspired by minimalism and our push towards that. I wanted to do an MBA for a while. I am in sales and I didn't really want to stay in that vein. So the MBA I am considering right now is as a sustainability MBA, meaning that it specializes in protecting like profits while also improving the environment and like protecting human capital as well. So improving situations for employees. So people, profits, planet, triple bottom line. Get to be a chief sustainability officer for some fancy schmancy company someday, hopefully, or a sustainability consultant. They'd both be dope.
Yeah. The only thing that we have set in stone is that we're gonna visit my family first. So we're gonna take off from Texas and go straight up to Washington and just stay there for a little while.
They're really calling us right now.
Oh.
Hi, Megan. Well, we're going to start Pacific Northwest first.
Yes.
We'll probably visit around Montana, up to Canada, and probably hang out in the Oregon area. I have some family up there too, so we're going to live there. I see us likely for probably 4 months or 3 months probably, if we can. I mean, we might get really restless.
Yeah.
But a couple of months, probably having Spokane as a kind of a loose home base.
Yeah.
And then, kind of pivoting out from there. We'll spend most of our time in the United States. Make our way over to the East Coast. Next Thanksgiving, we're going to be in New York City. That's the plan.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's for Aubrey. She's always wanted to do Macy's Day Parade. Now we're going to check our way there.
So excited.
So that's year one. My grandparents actually RV'd immediately after retirement for like 7 years. They drove up to Alaska, just right up the coast, and they said it was the most like incredible drive ever. So we'll probably re-drive.
Probably do
Inspired by them.
Let us know in the comments if you live in a super cool spot that we should check out that maybe is a little bit under the radar.
That'd be dope.
I feel like it's a thing that people are kind of like, I don't want to be rude, but how is this actually gonna work?
And we're really lucky. Aubrey already works remotely, and I am hopefully moving towards a remote position myself.
Plus our cost of living will not be that high.
Plus our cost of living will be very small. So what right now to really build this van, do school, live well, takes 2 full salaries. Won't take that anymore. So I think Aubrey's money will be able to stretch a lot further, even if I'm not a full-time fully remote worker when we leave.
Yeah.
So that's our plan. I don't know how most people do it. I know a lot of people will work seasonal jobs. I know a lot of people
like freelance.
A lot of people do have
film studios out of their vans and stuff.
And we
like
might try to do some of that in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, we like doing that stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But it's cool. Like my boss, when I told him about this, he lives in Virginia, and so like my whole team is remote. And when I told him about it, he was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to do that for forever. So he like sent us this book about how to like have a tiny home on wheels or whatever. So he's super supportive of it, super supportive of flexible hours. So kind of lucked out there.
Yeah. Those are our main questions. Can you think of any others? If you've got others, we comment back, mostly Aubrey, but I comment too. And we will comment back our best answer to any of your questions.
We'll talk to you guys
Thanks,
in a little bit. All right, bye
Cheers.
guys.